Morning folks. Well, this is plan B today. I originally planned to go further south into the Peak District, and as I was driving over Old Moss and dropping down to Crowden, Woodhead Pass, the road was flooded and there was a bloke trying to sort of clear some blockage. So I thought, well, that's not going to take long. Anyway, I got out to the cart and I walked down and I slipped on black ice, banged my elbow, banged my hand. Fell quite heavily really. And I'm at the age now where, like when you're younger, if you fall, people laugh at you. Nowadays, people come out and see that you're alright. And that's what these other people did in this car behind me. Anyway, with the black ice and stuff, I spoke to the bloke clearing the flood blockage. I had to do an about turn. So I'm still doing the same hill, but I'm just doing it from a different angle. Oh, I'm walking in a shadowy area now. The sun's not risen up above the moor edge. And you notice a real drop in temperature straight away. And I'm going to have to get my water up here. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm going to get cowed hands. Look at this flagstone path here. It's absolute sheet ice. I did and ah about bringing my microspikes. I wish I had now. Right folks, I'm on the top of Black Hill. Quite a few people up here when I arrived, but they've all scarpered now, which is nice. The views today are absolutely tremendous. To the north, I've just been sort of weighing up what I can see. Sort of moving west to east. I'm pretty sure I can see Wardstone, the Ice Point in Bowland. I move round to Pendle, I can see top of Ingleborough, Pennygen, and there's like a big dobber further east than that, which I think is Great Whernside above Wharfdale. Kinder to the south, it's got like weird cloud rolling over it, strange climatic conditions. So I'm departing the top of Black Hill now, and I'm heading towards Aden Head. And the reason being, I once got my best ever photo of a mountaineer on Aden Head. I remember it being a good spot from. And a big part of the reason why I've chose this area is I really want to see a mountaineer. I honestly don't recall seeing one in 2024, so there's not much wildlife on tops this time of year. But if you're going to pick anywhere, I suppose, if you're looking for wildlife, the Peak District, the Dark Peak's as good as anywhere, because like I say, you've got your mountaineers. I've seen a couple of red grouse, a couple of stone chats on way up. Bit of Grizzly Adams style tracking here. I found some ear prints. Well, it's about an hour and a quarter till sunset, so probably a little bit early to put the tent up. Although just standing around here, it's bloody freezing. I've wandered all about the plateau trying to find somewhere new up here, but nothing was quite right, and even hers that looked okay, I just didn't quite trust them with all the rain that we've had recently. Even though the bogs are frozen, me lying on top of them blooming melt them, won't it? So I'm back at a trusty old place. Well, the sun's sinking fast. I put the tent up. I've just come for another sort of sweep of my wider area, see if I can find some mountain hares. There's plenty of tracks. So they've been active today in this frost, but in these sort of dipping temperatures and this icy wind from northwest, they're probably on southeasterly slopes getting shelter. I don't bloody blame them. Yeah, just seen one. What an absolute bloody beauty. So camouflaged in these icy conditions. Tried fumbling about with camera trying to film it, but we're off like a shot. Got pretty good views though. Well, that's a bit frustrating. Just seen a bird of prey over there. Now my initial thoughts, it can come up off the ground. My initial thoughts were short-eared owl, but quite a pale one. But the way it flew looked more buzzard-like, so I can't be 100%. I'm leaning towards short-eared owl just on the colour. Quite pale brown. Right, sun's set now. It's in fact I don't know what time it is. My watch battery's flattened in temperatures, so I could look at my phone, but it's warming up somewhere in tent. I've just had a cup of soup to warm up a little bit. I'm just waiting to see what the sky does. I'm not sure if there's going to be a moon tonight. It should be okay here for stargazing, I would have thought. And I think the aurora was showing itself last night, but I've got a nice view to the north here, so we'll see. Although when I saw it, when was it? A few months ago, when it did a massive sort of display nationally, I went up on Moors near your house to have a look at it, and I thought it was crap. And when I looked at everybody's pictures in local paper and stuff like that, they were brilliant. So what the camera catches is 10 times better than what the eye sees, isn't it? Well, I've just come out. It's you can see nice sky over there, but let me spin it round so my face is a bit clearer. Temperatures are really dropping now. -3.5 or so. No, -3.3 on the Kestrel, and this battery's going to go any minute. I'm really struggling keeping things warm and operational. Moon's up, just like a thin sliver, like a fingernail, and there's a bright star above it, which I think is Venus. But that could be me done for tonight. I'm going to dive back in tent. It's bloody fleeing. Right, I think it's about 6 o'clock. It's pitch black outside now. There's a bit of a breeze. Tent's flapping a little bit. Nothing major. I think it said we're going to get up to about 10 mile an hour tonight, so that's note. I'm a bit bored. I've been looking on my phone and things like that, but not a great deal to do on these long winter nights. So I've got a book with me to read. I'll have a look at that. But I'm hanging on till about 7 o'clock when the semi-final at World Darts is on. So I'm going to listen to that on radio. It's Luke Littler versus Stephen Bunting in one semi-final, and Michael Van Gerwen versus Chris Joby in t'other. And I'm hoping Stephen Bunting wins and Michael Van Gerwen. That's the final I want, and I want Stephen Bunting to win the whole thing. My favourite player, Gary Anderson, went out in about second round, so that were a bit disappointing. I might nip outside in a bit, just have a check on the star situation. I'll see. When I open that tent door, if there's a bloody icy blast, I might change my mind, because I'm quite comfortable in here, and I don't know whether I can be bothered becoming uncomfortable outside.
Right on cue.
I'm really struggling to get comfortable. When I slipped on the ice this morning on that road,
I said that I banged my elbow, and I like to lie on my left elbow when I'm lying down in the tent, but I'm finding it uncomfortable because it's sore. So yeah, I just keep tossing and turning tonight. I didn't think that my last camping trip in October, first week of October, when I did Blackstone Edge, would be my last one of 2024. I think now we're in early January. It's been nearly 3 months since I last went camping, which is a long time for me, really. I know my circumstances have changed quite a bit with my job and stuff like that. I don't get quite as much time as I did before, but I don't know, I still could have got out quite a few more times, really. But the winter time's always a bit more of a struggle, really. I do prefer spring, summer, autumn camping, but I can usually, with a bit of effort, sort of push myself to go out, and I usually enjoy myself when I do. But this time I've let it beat me a bit, really. If I've not felt like it, I've just sort of sacked it off and had a quiet weekend at home or whatever. We have had some pretty shitty weather as well, which whenever I've been free, which hasn't sort of helped things, really. But no, but I was quite well. I was struggling again today. I was thinking when I was packing car and stuff like that and defrosting it this morning, I thought, bloody hell, I think I'd just sooner either light fire and stay at home. But anyway, I'm glad I've come out. I like Saddleworth Moor in these sort of icy conditions, like that crystalline frost. It's like it's almost like a tundra experience. Nice, rolling, wide expanse. I do. It's a place I like to come in this sort of weather. So, right, I don't know what time it is. Pretty late, I think. Maybe going up to 11 or whatever. But I'll just finish listening to darts, and then I'm going to get some kip. I'm not massively tired, but I would like to snuggle down and have a lie down, really, and hopefully nod off. So, good night and God bless, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, folks. It's 25 to 8, a bit croaky this morning. It's been a really cold night. Look at me water, brought it inside the tent. It's all slushy. I don't think I've ever camped in conditions where things have frozen inside the tent. In my mind, I had an awful night's sleep. I just seemed to be awake all night, but the nights passed quickly, really. If I'd have looked at my phone now and the clock had said 3 o'clock, I wouldn't have been surprised. But like I said, I was awake a lot, but I must have dropped off a lot as well, so maybe it weren't as bad as I thought. At one point, I could hear pattering on the fly sheet on the tent, and I thought, is it snowing or is it just some ice crystals blowing about? I'm not sure. I've had a look outside, and it looks quite clear looking eastward, so I don't know what's going on. I'm a bit bleary-eyed, so maybe I'm just not quite with it yet. I'll see in a bit. Right, I'm going to grab a brew, I'm going to grab a cereal bar for my breakfast, and then I'm going to start tackling down. I'm going to get my way quite quick.
I think these conditions, walking in this morning, my favourite winter conditions. It's clear, but not wall-to-wall blue sky, which is nice, of course, in winter. But it's like drifting banks of cloud and snow flurries carried on a strong wind. I do like walking these conditions. It's a fantastic morning to be up on Saddleworth Moor. And if there's a moor to experience it at its best, it's up here. I mean, best of all, I like it when it's a nor'easterly wind. Them are the real good conditions. This is from northwest this morning, but still biting cold with these snow flurries, the little icy particles. I absolutely love it. I love isolated trees in the landscape like that one I've just filmed there, and it's a particular favourite, this one. I really like it. I don't know, I just like the isolation of them, and quite often, especially sycamores like that one is, they often mark the site of long gone sort of farms on moor edges, stuff like that. I really like them. Right, I'm on this lane now that's, looking here, running water, like a spring, that's going to take me back to the car. I'm hoping I'd see a brown hare on this section. I like this section of the walk. Last time I did it, I had a mountain hare on tops and brown hares down here, but this weather maybe the brown hares have moved to lower ground. It's still sort of flurrying with snow a little bit. I can feel it blasting outside of my face. Oh, there's some sheep in front of me here that I'm going to corner and they're going to go mental. Anyway, you know, they're staring at me. Enough about sheep. Oh, you'll see them go past me, I think. Yeah, so not far back to the car now, maybe half a mile. Yeah, it took me a while and a lot of effort to get myself motivated for this trip, and I can tell that I've not been for a while. I felt a bit out of practice. Ugh, case. But I never felt like I really crashed, got in the groove, but I slept better than I thought. Bitter cold night, really cold, probably the second coldest I've had in a tent. But this walk down this morning in these sort of conditions, I've enjoyed them better than the walk up yesterday. Like I said earlier, I love it like this. Right, that'll do for this one. Thanks for watching. Look after yourselves. Happy New Year as well. See you later.